So this is how somebody can make $100,000 a year and still feel absolutely broke. The payment, it says $850 a month. And imagine the truck is brand new. And the neighbor, he makes $100,000 a year. And it looks successful, right? But then you open the bank app, less than $3,000 in savings. But wait, the truck has leather seats, a giant screen, and a button that can probably tow a small building. But the owner can't absorb one serious repair without reaching for a credit card. And that's not wealth. That's an expensive costume with no emergency fund underneath it. And this is how the economy can look rich while the people inside it have no cushion. Now, the restaurant, they see a credit card. The airport, they see the booking. A truck dealer sees the signature, but none of them see what is left after all the bills clear. Now, picture two neighbors. One earns $100,000 a year, and the other earns $55,000 a year. The $100,000 a year neighbor has the new truck, the new phone, the furniture that looks like nobody's allowed to sit on it. They have an $850 payment parked right in the driveway. Now, the $55,000 a year neighbor has the older Toyota. It's not glamorous. The Bluetooth connects when it feels emotionally ready, but the car, it's paid off. And that neighbor has more than 6 months of living expenses saved. So who's actually richer in that scenario? The person with the larger paycheck, or the person whose paycheck still has money left inside of it? Because income is the headline, but margin, that's the actual article. The salary tells people what came in, but the margin tells you how much of it still belongs to you. And this is where the monthly payment starts acting suspicious. Walk into any dealership. The finance manager never begins with, "Would you like to spend $60,000 today?" Because most people would remember immediately that $60,000 is a lot of money. So what does the finance manager do? He smiles and he asks and he goes, "What monthly payment are you comfortable with?" Comfortable. That's a beautiful word, because you're no longer buying a truck. You are selecting your preferred level of monthly discomfort. Then the loan term stretches. They offer things like 72 months, 84 months. The down payment ends up shifting. The interest keeps running underneath it like a second engine you just can't turn off. And suddenly that $60,000 truck has been squeezed into an $850 a month sentence. The purchase price goes backstage, but the total repayment enters witness protection. And the monthly payment takes the microphone. And that is the business model in a nutshell. The dealer gets the sale, the auto lender gets years of interest, and the insurance carriers get the highest premium because that new truck needs new protection. And the buyer gets a vehicle that looks financially stronger than the person actually driving it. The truck is wearing the emergency fund. Someone earning $10,000 a month with $500 left after the bills has a larger engine, okay, but someone earning $6,000 with $1,000 left, they're going to have better brakes. And when the emergency shows up, which they always do, brakes matter more than horsepower. A transmission repair, a medical deductible, one missed paycheck, the $100,000 a year household feels it first because the cushion is already spoken for by the payment. And people are finally reacting to this type of math. Some are keeping the older car longer. Some get to the finance desk, see 84 months, and then they suddenly remember their current car has many wonderful qualities. Like it starts, it moves, most of the doors still open. Maybe Bluetooth, it's not a human right after all. Because once the term reaches 84 months, you're not just financing the truck. You're making plans with the payment that intends to attend your next 7 birthdays. The lower payment is a treadmill with cup holders. It feels productive. I mean, you keep moving, the scenery, it looks expensive, but financially, you are still standing in the same exact place. And that is why the monthly number cannot be the final test in these situations. The monthly payment is the appetizer. The total repayment is the bill for the whole table. And the savings account, is the shock absorber, not the salary. It's all before you sign. So when you do sign, or when you look at these numbers and before you actually sign, check 3 different numbers. Check number 1. Open the dealer worksheet and find the total amount repaid. The finance manager circled 850, but you got to circle the number that includes every payment and every dollar of interest, because that is the actual price. And when the full amount appears, the truck sometimes undergoes a miraculous transformation. It's still the same truck, but suddenly the seats are not quite as magical as they were. The giant screen looks suspiciously like an iPad bolted to a very expensive obligation. And if the full repayment makes you recoil, the monthly payment was doing makeup. Now, the second thing you should check number 2, add the new $850 payment and the higher insurance to every fixed bill you already carry. Then what I want you to do is subtract the total from the take-home pay. And that number left over, that is the margin. Margin is your oxygen. It's the oxygen after every bill enters the room. And bills, they're not polite guests. They do not see the room is crowded and decide to come back next month. The mortgage wants its money. The insurance wants its money. The truck payment wants its money. The lender does not care that the refrigerator picked this week to begin making funeral noises. If the payment leaves almost nothing, the upgrade, it's not an upgrade. It's just a nicer object attached to a weaker household. Now check this third thing. Open the savings account and imagine the income stops tomorrow. Not forever, but just long enough for life to become extremely interested in your finances. How many months can the savings actually cover after the truck payment, after the insurance payment, after housing, after all the food, after all those other payments clear? If the answer is less than 3 months, the payment, it did not make life more successful. It just made the household easier to break. The truck, it has a warranty. The loan has collateral. The lender, they have their contract. But the person making the payment has less than $3,000. And that's when this whole deal changes, because the truck has more financial protection than the person who actually signed for it in the first place. And that $100,000 salary, it looked impressive. It is impressive. But the $850 payment that ended up looking manageable, it just doesn't end up being so. Because the savings account told the truth. And this is where the baseline ends up being simple. Never judge a payment by whether it fits this month. Judge it by what remains after the payment clears.